That's a goal chart and I'm going to enter in a scalping here. Why did I enter in this concept? The logic is simple. As I was explaining to you that if market needs to go more up, then it has to take the liquidity of this area. The logic behind this was simple because whoever entered in this trade from here, they have moved their stop loss up in this range. So before market take out the liquidity of this zone, it will not go up. That was my planning of entering in a trade here. But instead of this, what happened? When market was coming down and it made this pullback candle, my plan was simple. I would enter in here with a small stop loss with a target of this liquidity. But it did not go according to our plan and it hit our stop loss. You can see right here, we had a stop loss of $67 and which was hit. But that's all right. If your losses is coming from your planning, if you have already planned your risk reward ratio, if I would have got this trade right, then my profit was around $725. See the risk reward ratio. If I'm wrong, then I'm losing around $67 to $70, max to max 100. And if I'm right, I'm booking around $700. That's a risk reward of 1 to 7. If my one trade work in my favor, then I have to be 7 times wrong to wipe out the profit that I made in just one trade. That's called money management. It's all right. My stop loss gets hits more often. It doesn't matter. If you had a view and you try to plan that view, that means you are already working on your discipline and consistency. Keep doing that. If it's keep hitting your stop loss, that's fine. Do not give more than 3 stop loss a day. That's the max I would give. Once my 3 stop loss gets hits all in loss, then I'm done. I'm done for the day. I will not trade anymore. You have to make the setups rule in order to be profitable in market. If it's not your day, then that is completely fine. It could happen that from this area, the market will still go down to take the liquidity of this zone and then it will go up. I will not enter directly after hitting my stop loss. I will wait for another setup. If the still data is saying the same thing, then I would enter again. Otherwise, I would just leave it. That's how you would maintain your discipline in market in a live trade. Previous day, I had missed this entry. You could see the profit of $536. That was one of my trade. I missed that entry, but I did not jump directly with a running market. Never enter in a current trend. So what I did, I just waited for a pullback. Let me switch to a 15-minute time from where you could see it. So what I did, I waited for a pullback. When I missed this entry, I didn't jump in from here, from here, from here, but I waited. And when market give this little pullback or a correction from this area I have entered, you could see my entry was 41,300, somewhere around this area, 41,300. I entered from here and then I captured this rest of the trend. That's how you win in the market. If your entry is missed, even though your view was right, do not jump right in because of the FOMO, fear of missing out. You would wait for another opportunity in the same direction, and when it feels safe to do so, you would enter in an area where your stop loss are safe. So I entered in this area and then took out this liquidity. So I got a profit of $536. I was planning the same thing here, but it hit my stop loss. That's fine. You could see the difference. My loss and profit. When I'm making profit, it's more than 1 to 5, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Or when I'm losing, it's just a very tiny piece of that profit. That's how you be profitable in your life. In my future video, I will try to explain all of my live trades. What was the logic behind that? How I managed that trade? What was the profit or loss? And what was my psychology when I was in a trade? That's very important.